Last time you picked on me about how warm I'm keeping my ice bath. Can't even be called an ice bath. So my cold plunge is now set at mid-40s.
That's better.
Getting better. But I still go into the sauna at 210, 220.
By the way, I don't know if I'm right. I'm probably wrong. My wife she wants to get a second cold plunge because she doesn't like how cold mine is because mine has ice in it.
Yeah, you're probably in the 30s.
Yeah, it's 34. Yeah, it's fucking cold as shit.
It's beast mode kind of.
I've got a new one that I got from Morozko. Well, here's what it is. I don't know if the cold is if it's any better to be 34 degrees or if it's any better to be 45 degrees or 50 degrees. But what I do know is that I don't like 34 degrees. So that's why I do it. Because if I feel like I can get away with making it a little bit easier, I feel like a bitch. So that's why I do it as cold as it can get before it freezes solid, which seems to be 34 degrees.
Yeah. Well, this gets to something that I know we've talked a little bit about before. Doing hard things translates to an ability to do hard things and probably translates, provided it doesn't kill you, to a longer life.
And you've explained that there's actually a part of your brain that grows.
So there's a brain area that most neuroscientists aren't aware of called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. In the last couple of years, there have been studies of this area, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, that make it super important for everybody to know about. Now, this area has subsequently been imaged in people who are successful dieters. It grows larger. In people that fail at a dieting or nutrition program, it gets smaller. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The anterior mid-cingulate cortex is larger in volume in a group of people called superagers, or they actually age more slowly as it relates to cognitive decline, meaning they're holding on to cognitive abilities longer than other people into older age. And the universal quality among these superagers is not just a larger anterior mid-cingulate cortex, but that they challenge themselves to do things that are challenging and they kind of don't want to do or really don't want to do. And it speaks to much of what you've talked about on this podcast for years and years, which is do hard things. It will give you an ability to do other hard things.